Stephen Leckie, Chief Executive, Crieff Hydro family of hotels. We have 7 hotels across Scotland, 1,000 people work in our company, and I've worked here for just over 25 years full-time as Chief Executive, but I started working here when I was 12 years old. So I'm 54, so 42 years ago I started actually working in this business. The importance of apprenticeships to this industry can't be underestimated. Every student who comes and works here, I ask them the same question. Tell me what you've learnt in the last year from your degree or diploma in college or university. Inevitably, they can't answer that question. They can't give me a succinct answer. Tell me about the definition of marketing. What do you understand by marketing? They can't answer that question. They're doing a degree in marketing and they can't tell me the definition of marketing. And that's fascinating for me. You take that person and you put them into a workplace environment where they're learning stuff every day, and you ask them this week, what have you learnt this week? Well, I can tell you what's in a mojito cocktail. I can tell you how to make a bed really well. I can tell you how a Maestro computer system works. I can tell you how a good lawn should look outside and how a bad lawn should look inside and outside. So there's lots of things that we can learn on the job that necessarily don't get taught at college or university. So the relevance and importance of workplace learning for me is so important in this practical-based, people-based industry. The quantity of young folk that we employ in the business is huge. 25–30% of our folk are under the age of 25 in this business. And the quantity of European staff that we employ more. 3 years ago, 40% of our 1,000 staff in the company, 40% came from Europe. Today, 30%, and it's dropping. What will that be in 2 years' time? We just don't know. The way the British government would like it to go is we employ more local folk. The fact is, in places like Crieff, Peebles, West Coast, the unemployment rate is so low, you can't find the local folk to work with you in this business, evenings and weekends in particular. So we have to offer live-in accommodation. By offering live-in accommodation, that costs money. We have to subsidise that in a fairly major way. It's a huge on-cost, another addition to the rising costs of doing business in this industry. Well, when we have a staff induction day, we don't just sit them in front of a TV screen, we don't sit in front of lots of forms to fill out. There's some element of having to do that. We have to go through various safe and sound policies, health and safety. We have to go through some legislative things. We get that. But we have lunch with them in the brasserie. We want them to taste what the customers taste. We take them out in the estate and we give them the chance to go out in a Segway or quad bikes to enjoy the things that our customers enjoy. That's so important to us. Here's the thing I say to every new member of staff who comes to Crieff Hydro. We see them every 2 weeks. I say this: we spend so much time of our life working, we might as well enjoy it. We have to enjoy it. And you must enjoy your job here as I enjoy my job here. There'll be some days when it's not so good, and that's inevitable in any job. But also this happiness in your job reflects in the customers and what they have to say about their stay here. 25 years ago, we didn't have websites. We produced a brochure once a year. We printed our prices once a year. And then EasyJet came in and we realized that you could flex the price according to the demand. So we moved and we evolved through that. So we stopped printing brochures once a year. We printed brochures without a price. We printed a tariff a number of times a year. And now we don't print any brochures a year at all. We don't print any tariffs. That's all changed. The raw material shortage in this industry will be that of people. One of our hotels should have 54 staff on the payroll. We have 35 staff on the payroll. We need to find more ways to attract more people into this industry. We're working that with Springboard and many other initiatives around Scotland and Britain. So basically we need staff, people to want to work in this industry at all ages in lots of different categories. So it's not just about food and beverage, it's not just about restaurants and bar work in the evenings or housekeeping. It's about IT and marketing and digital marketing specialists and financial people and plumbers and electricians and joiners. There's a whole gardeners and greenkeepers. There's a whole raft of careers in this industry that aren't necessarily related to what folk think of. If you're thinking of joining this industry as an apprentice or a young person just left school and thinking about not very sure what you want to do with your life, come and work in this business, in this industry. Give it a shot. There's lots and lots of opportunities. You might start in hall porters. You might move to reception from hall porters. You might move from reception to marketing. and from marketing to digital marketing. You might then move to IT, and there's a whole raft of different skills required for all these different facets of this business. But give it a shot, start somewhere in this industry. You can have a great time doing it, and all of a sudden your working week passes by like a flash.